Hello and welcome to Secrets to Neck Pain Relief. So over the next 5 days, I'm going to be sending you a video each day going over specific things that you can do to solve your neck pain. I know it can be very frustrating if this has been bothering you for a little while, or if you even just woke up today and you're having acute pain in the neck. Isn't it good to know that over the next 5 days, you're going to get little tips and secrets of things that you can do to feel better progressively day by day. So in just 5 days, you can be feeling a lot better than you are now. Today, day one, we're going to go over something that everybody can do at any time. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to go anywhere for it. And it is very impactful in helping you solve your neck pain. One of those things is breathing. Now, before you go shut the video off and think, I know how to breathe, I'm not coughing, I'm not out of breath, this guy's, doesn't know what he's talking about, hear me out. Breathing is something that we do many times per day, and most of us actually do it not very well. Yes, you're alive, you're breathing in and out, and there's air flowing. That's a good thing. You're part way there. But the way we use our diaphragmatic muscles, as well as the muscles in our upper neck, they're called accessory muscles, those have a big impact on how we feel. You probably have all heard of the fight or flight reflex. That means when there's some stress or anxiety or something that you have to do to get out of danger, your body works differently. And when, in regards to your neck, when there's stress involved, your body will sort of elevate itself. It'll lift up a little bit. And that's to sort of open up the rib cage so you breathe more. You can get more air in. Now, your body can't handle that for a very long time. It's almost like stepping on the gas to pass somebody on the highway. You can't run your car like that for a very long time. It's just for extreme circumstances. Unfortunately, the way things are these days is we tend to run from one thing to the next, being stressed out continuously, not getting good sleep, and we end up staying in this fight or flight reflex state. So what I would like you to do now is just, set your phone or computer down and watch in a relaxed position and see if you can improve your breathing. First, we're going to test. Let's put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And I want you to breathe in any way you like. So now we're going to talk about a couple things about that breath. How long was it? A good breath should last somewhere between 10 and 12 seconds, maybe even a little bit more if you're good at it. Secondly, did that hand on the chest, did that actually go up when you breathe in? Like that? If it did, that means you're using your accessory muscles, which go all the way up to the base of the skull and through the neck. That means you're using those muscles to breathe. Imagine doing that thousands of times a day. It's not going to really be very efficient for your breathing, as well as it can put a lot of strain on the neck muscles. So let's do that again. Let's take a breath, but this time there should be no movement in the upper hand. In the lower hand, you should be able to breathe out. And let's do it again. As you breathe in through the nose. Now, a lot of people say breathe through the belly. We're not trying to push the air into the belly. We're actually letting the diaphragm, which is right here in the ribs, open up and drop into the belly. The air kind of stays within the lungs, of course, but there's more room made for the lungs by the diaphragm dropping down. Also, as the diaphragm drops down, you want to breathe out the sides. So you should have some movement coming out the sides, even toward the back. So getting that breathing away from your neck and causing your neck muscles to do most of the work through the day, and when putting it into the diaphragm where it belongs, is really going to help relieve the tension in the neck. Let's do that again. I call this ocean breathing because it sounds like the tide coming in. So I want you to imagine you're on the beach. It's low tide, it's quiet, it's perfectly warm and calm. And there's that low tide is sort of rumbling in slowly, and then it washes away very slowly, almost twice as slow as the waves rolling in. And if you do it correctly, you actually make the sound of the ocean. That's why I call it ocean breathing. We're going to do that again. Ready? Well, 5 breaths with me here. Ready? That was a long one for me. Try and make it long, breathing in and out for you. Try not to hike up your shoulders. Each time you breathe out, let a little tension go away from the neck. Let those shoulders kind of settle back in. One more time. So that diaphragmatic or relaxed breathing works on so many levels. It brings your stress level down, which changes the way your hormones work. Things will change dramatically for you if you can just master this breathing. There's a lot of information on that I can send you if you like. Just message me and I'll be glad to send out some more information about that. So along with breathing comes posture. Once we get the breathing right, our posture will start to correct itself. So imagine all the things that you do throughout the day. Working on a computer, driving, working at a desk, doing paperwork. Most of the things that we do are forward, and that is kind of obvious because our eyes are in front of our head and our hands reach out forward. But I don't think we were designed to do this much, looking forward, like on our phone all day. All these things cause more strain in the neck. So let's just talk about the phone, for example. So I've got my phone in my hand, and this is something that you see quite often. People sitting and they're slumped and they've got their head on their phone. They might even be leaning forward a little bit, leaning on something. The more forward that your head tips, the more strain there is in the back of your neck. So all that weight of your head, I think they say the human head weighs somewhere between 10 and 12 pounds. So the further forward you go, that weight exponentially adds up and strains the muscles in the back of the neck. Also, working on a computer, as you kind of lean forward, those muscles in the back of your neck get tight, and the ones in front of your neck, which we'll talk about later, but these are actually the abdominals of your neck. You've heard a lot about having a strong core for solving back pain. This is the core or the abdominals of your neck right here. So we need to be able to strengthen here, stretch here, strengthen in the mid-back. There's a thing called upper cross syndrome. I'll probably put up a, right over here, I'll put a picture of what upper cross syndrome is like, and you can see that the neck muscles in the back of the head become short, the chest muscles become short, the muscles in the front of the neck become long, and the muscles in the back of the shoulder blades become long, and you end up with this upper cross syndrome. Does it look like the picture right here? So you can see that X in front of the upper cross syndrome, and that's why they call it. It's a pattern of weakness in one direction and a pattern of tightness in the other direction. So by improving your posture, you can get out of that upper cross syndrome. And so it's very simple. Let's just start with a couple shoulder rolls. Get those shoulders going. Now, a lot of people will do these and they'll do elbow rolls like this. That's not a shoulder roll. And that immediately tells me that those people don't have any connection, mind to muscle connection, about those shoulders in their, about those muscles in their shoulders. So if you're doing elbow rolls and not really moving at the shoulders, take a minute, look in the mirror, get those shoulders going, okay? See if you can get them going independently. We have to move those muscles that support the neck, okay? The next one is just trying to bring your chest up, but not hyperextending your low back. So we need to be able to get the shoulders back, chest up. You want to get your ear as close to over your shoulder as you can. Think about your top of your head pushing through the ceiling. And you should be able to place the tongue in the roof of your mouth. And now try those breaths again. Each time you breathe in, trying to elevate through the ceiling. So if you can do this throughout the day, you're going to be much more comfortable, and each day we're going to get a little bit better. So stay tuned for tomorrow, day 2. We're going to teach you how to get a good night's sleep. See you then.